color the world for you. The skies and the oceans blue. I can't survive to you. Using every shade of blue. Let's illuminate the night with vibrant shining light. So please don't let it be black and white. Cyanotype. I'll color the world for you. The skies and the oceans blue. I can't survive to you. Using every shade of blue. Let's illuminate the night with vibrant shining light. So please don't let it be black and white. The empty skies were full of gray. I waded through the barren sea. Each step I take illuminates as darkness washes away. I'll color the world for you. The skies and the oceans too. A canvas of eyes to you. Using every shade of blue. Let's illuminate the night with vibrant shining light. So please don't let it be black and white. Cyanotype. Please don't let it be black and white. Sayano Konsion, hello. Konsion. How are you guys doing? Man, it feels like it's been so long. It's been like I only took 2 days off, I think. Thank you, membership, Brahmo, and happy
At the moment,
happy 18
Zero
months.
celebrates 18 months of membership. Hi, Cheyenne.
Hello. Thank you, membership. So yeah, I took the last couple of days off. 2 days ago, I played a DJ set, and it went well. The whole planning stream of like the record box thing, that ended up not mattering because I changed my set like 3 more times after I ended stream that day. I think I need to stop stressing so much about like what I'm gonna play, because I kind of like deciding on the spot, like basing it around the vibe that I feel. And like, yeah, I don't know. Just yesterday, I was on last yesterday. So so first of all, they said sound check was from 12 to 1:30. So I was like, okay, I'll just get there before 1:30. And then I missed the train, so so I got there at like 1:40, but they still let me sound check and stuff, so that was fine. And then I wasn't playing until 8:15 p.m. So I had to stay there until 8:15, or technically 9:30 or whenever I left. But yeah, I had a lot of time before I had to go on, so I was just like doing some work, chatting with Parang, who was also DJing, and what else did I do? I also got lunch with Parang, and yeah, and then it was time for Parang's DJ set, which, like, once I got there, so there were 2 floors of DJs. The second floor was the main floor, and that was like all the headliners were there, all the really big artists, Satsuki, Namiguru, you know, were playing at the main floor. And then the 4th floor was the substage, so that's where I was playing, and that's where Parang was playing, and then some other DJs. So when I went up there to, you know, check out the vibe and go watch Parang's set, I noticed people were just playing like the craziest stuff, like
like super super fast kicks or just like crazy drops, and people were losing their minds. So I was like, okay, you know what? I don't think I need to play it safe with like melodic stuff today. I think I can just play whatever. And yeah, it ended up being true. So after watching Parang's amazing set, I went back downstairs and pulled out my laptop and changed my entire set around. And yeah, ended up being good. Also, I'm drinking coffee right now. That's like so long. I know, it's like, God, and it takes me like an hour to get to Shibuya and like an hour back. It just ate up my whole day. And you know, like after thinking it through, I think I'm gonna start to not take as many DJ events unless I like really want to play. It just eats up so much time. The prep time, plus the transit time, plus the actual performance, plus just like waiting for the performance just takes the entire day. And yeah, I mean, I was able to work there, but it's really hard to work with like bass blasting everywhere. And like I had my AirPods on for noise canceling, and so I could hear what I was working on. And honestly, it was the first time I had produced music on AirPods, and it was actually worked really well. But also, the bass was so loud that it cut through the noise canceling and it actually broke it. And it was playing louder than it was in real life. And I had to like, you know, like take my AirPods out and like cover my ears whenever that happened. So that was not fun, but yeah. Not the most optimal conditions for working. But yeah, I did get some work done. Yeah. Any leaks for what you'll play in SF? You could check my set list that I posted. So it'll... I want to say like 50% of it will be the same. But yeah, the actual set itself went super well. Although I will say, because I was last, and because the event was really long, and because the person that I overlapped with downstairs was a really popular artist, yeah, there were not a lot of people at my set, which was a little bit, you know, it hurt a little bit, you know? I know it's not about like how many people are there, but yeah, it does make it a little bit hard, but you know, I still think I put on a good show. The people that were there had the best time. Like, they loved it. So I'm not discouraged about my abilities as a DJ or anything like that. It was just like unfortunate circumstances. And yeah, I could tell the staff was kind of like, they didn't expect everyone to be downstairs as well. So yeah, I could kind of tell they felt a little bit bad for me. But yeah, that type of stuff you really can't predict. So they're lost for missing out, yeah. It was still a good show though. And yeah, I got to sign something as well. So that was one perk of being last on the lineup. Last on the lineup. was I got to, you know, hang out for a bit after my set and sign some stuff and talk to some people. Gotta do more SF shows. We show up for you. Maybe I shouldn't have moved. I don't know. No one was showing up when I lived there. Or I shouldn't say no one, but yeah. Consiyon cookies. Yeah, I don't know. I think I just need to build up my image as a performer in Japan. But also, I don't think I need to worry too much about performing, because that's not even like my main thing. Like, that's just something that's like my, I guess, like 4th job. It's just like something I do on a whim just every now and then. A bonus? I wouldn't call it a bonus. About to get like a dozen people flying in every time you perform in SF. I think there's more than a dozen that are flying in for this next show, which is crazy. Like, that's wild. No one did that when I lived there. So that's pretty crazy. Stay where you feel like you belong. Yeah, my ibasho. Consiyon dolphin. Pretty packed SF shows. South Bay is very... Okay, I will say, yeah, South Bay is very different than SF. So, yeah, there is that. Consiyon, everyone. I did have fun. It was fun. It was just long and tiring and... yeah. I should have had more caffeine, I think. But yeah, overall a great show. Great event. So yeah. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be taking much more DJ like stuff. Although I'm still gonna play with the stuff I have lined up for me, but I'm gonna try not to take too many next year because I don't know, I already have so much stuff going on as it is, and it's not like I love DJing. It is fun when I do it, but it's not like my favorite thing to do, I would say. And then I definitely don't like clubs. Yeah. But I also do think maybe if I kept going, I could like, you know, make some more friends and like have more fun more time, like each consecutive time I do play. But yeah. More streams? I already stream basically every day. Yeah. But yes, more time for streaming as well. "24/7 stream. Subathon. I don't think I could do a subathon. Stress less about the prep of DJing? Well, there is that, but then it just takes up a whole day, which is a lot. Like, that's a day I can't stream. That's a day I can't get any work done. And it just throws off my sleep schedule as well. Like I woke up late today. And it's just, it wears me out physically as well. Well, part of the physical aspect was I got new shoes, and I always forget that, like, whenever you get new shoes, like, it's gonna take a while to break in, and like the heel of the new shoe was rubbing against my, like, Achilles. And yeah, so now I have some blood on my shoes. So yeah, maybe I should have worn some thicker socks. But yeah, it didn't, like, hurt that much, so it's not bad. But yeah, kind of unfortunate. I'm gonna have to find a way to clean that. Hard break-in, yeah. Following day's recovery day. Yeah, exactly. So yesterday, I basically spent the whole day in bed. But, I mean, I kind of wanted to take yesterday off anyways, because yesterday was the Voltanizer, which was such a fun watch. I'm so glad I got to watch the whole thing. And I actually wasn't planning on watching the U20 part, because I don't really know that many players that are under 20. But it was crazy. There's, like, I don't know, I'm at least 5 years older than everyone, and the person that won is a middle schooler, which is, like, just crazy. They're playing at such an insane level. And yeah, and then I also got to see all the artists that won for the touch panel contest. Shout outs to Lita, congrats again. And yeah, saw mini play during when they got PUC back to back. I would like to say you experienced Sound Voltec's history. Like, that will, I don't think that will happen again. That's like insanity. That does not happen. That's not normal. Not even for Mini. I think that's the first time Mini has done that at a real, like, Konami official tournament. Sound Voltex, yes, the Voltanizer, the competition that happened yesterday. Yeah, it was just so crazy, and, like, I love watching Mini play, and I have always loved watching Mini play and, like, any single thing he's done. And to be honest, he's been having kind of like a rough patch lately with tournaments, and it was just so nice to see him, like, break through that slump and play at such a crazy, insane level. So yeah, I don't know, it was just awesome watching Mini play again. And of course I love watching him play in Team Leisureland, but as an individual player, it's just, I don't know, he's cracked. He is the god of Sound Voltex. Infinite congratulations to Mini. I'm so glad he won. Obama, yes. So Obama, the Sound Voltex player Obama, got put on my radar like a few months ago when they played at this other tournament, and I was like, That's crazy. Like, how is that his name? And then a few weeks ago, I found him on Twitter because he qualified for the Voltanizer, and I saw that tweet. And I go check out his Twitter, and his Sound Voltex username used to be Joe Biden. And then his Twitter username is Super Obamacare. Like, that is such a crazy Twitter name. Like, that is awesome. Yeah. I don't know. I'm instantly became a fan, and I'm really sad he didn't make it very far in the competition, but he still played really well. I'm gonna be rooting for him. Yeah. Any new songs / charts announced? Yes. Very, very, very many new songs. So I thought they weren't gonna pick that much because they said in the announcement of that competition that they'd only be picking like a few songs to play at the end for a sight read. So I was like, surely they don't do like more than 2 sight reads. But yeah, there were 3 total sight reads, and then there were also so many other songs that were selected to be added to the game at a later date. So yeah, I kind of regret not submitting to that competition, but yeah. Never heard of them, but I think I'm a fan now. Yes. Let's all support Sound Voltex player Obama. Also, okay, wait. While I'm yapping, we should do the duck game again. Let me boot that up real quick. Plastic duck simulator. Okay. New game? Resume? Oh no. New game. How do I get these other maps? Oh. I have to buy them? Okay, hold on. Should I buy one? I want a new background. But what's the best one? Quacking the ice. Okay, I'll get this one. Oh, there's like a bundle with all of them. How much are they? $2. I'm just gonna buy it. Let's go. Wait, do I have to Reboot the game. Yay! Oh, and then these are also... Okay. Do we get another pack? Or should we just do the original? This has a lot more DLC than I thought. More ducks? Alright, let's go. Alright, which ducks do we want, though? Ducklings? I want to do the ducklings. Yeah! Oh, this one's free. Eh? It is already in my Steam library. Play now. Oh, is it a different game? Wait, hold on. Ducklings. Okay, I think I got it. Yay! Start with Jennifer again. This map is kind of cool. What do you do the camera again? Okay. Let's go with that. Hello, Jennifer. Jukebox. I wonder if we can play anything. I doubt it, but... Yeah, I don't think I can interact with anything. Who's Jennifer? Jennifer is a placid plastic duck. Another pool. Maybe? Oh, it's like an ice rink. That's kind of cool. There's no ice view. Controls. I think I just have to look from here. Yeah. But yeah, what was I talking about? Yay! Look at him go. Wait, we need music. I raised that duck. What music should we do? Animal Crossing? I think we did Animal Crossing last time. Or I don't know, I liked the Pokemon one as well. Oh, thank you, membership. Wait, what? Membership? What? Why does it say membership? Okay, I think something's bugged. But
Pretty cool, Aren, but here you go.
thank you, Project. Hey, you know, maybe you shouldn't have spent like $1,000 on Super Chat in the last month, but you know, that's just me. But thank you, I appreciate it. And like, please don't feel any need to donate. Like, I say this over and over again, but I mean, especially if you're writing stuff like that, I feel really bad like taking it. I really don't need it, so please use it yourself. Unless you want to say something funny on chat, on stream. Yes, thank you, membership. Songs that my fish like. Will this get me copyright banned again? We'll see. We'll see. Oh my god, she's on the cable car. Wait, this is kind of loud. Okay, how's that? Good volume? Good volume. Just don't use Smart Shuffle. Okay, wait. Okay, yes, Smart Shuffle is off. But yeah, Sound Olympics tournament yesterday. What else did I do? I basically just stayed in bed all day yesterday. It was actually so nice. My body definitely needed something like that. But yeah, it's not like I was like dancing the whole time I was there. I was mainly just sitting in the green room on my laptop, being antisocial. But I don't know, just being outside is rough. Love a good bed rot day. But okay, so the thing is, is it really rotting if you're like choosing to do it like deliberately? I think, okay, here's my take of the day. I think we should stop using the term bed rot. Because, I don't know, like sometimes you just gotta lay in bed and like watch a show. You know? It's healing, it's not rotting. If like you're like, I'll just take the day off, I'll get some rest, and then tomorrow I'll be up and at 'em, you know? Then I don't think that's rotting. I think that's bed healing. There's my take of the day. I'm happy to donate. I promise I'm okay. I have my own Syntheon donate account in my bank. That is wild. But yes, thank you again. Thank you. I'm gonna be outside for almost a week straight to get to Cali. To get to Cali, and then once you're in Cali, you'll be outside for another week or so. That's wild. Bed healing is a good concept, right? If you have to do something else, it's bed rot. Well, I'd say that's just like procrastination. But like, if you really do need the rest, then I don't think you should call it bed rot. Okay, can I turn off the helicopter sounds? I don't like those. Oh, cinematic camera off. Let's go. Window? Oh, no. Dang, there's no option to just turn off the helicopter. Alright, do you guys want to watch the rink or the pool? The pool, okay. We'll keep it on the pool for now. Thank you, Super Chat! Jake Ken, thank you. I can't read that. Hold it easily. Thank you. I'm sure that means something else. What? Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, like, I don't know. I think we've turned bed rotting into something bad and touching grass into something good. But like, those aren't necessarily, like, they're not inherently bad nor good. I think bed, like, just staying in bed all day on a day off is like perfectly fine. Like, I don't know, that sounds like my kind of day off. And then there's also like going outside. I don't think it's necessarily good. Like, what if you're like going out to touch grass and like, you know, hang out with your friends when you have other stuff to do, you know? That doesn't make it good because you're like, you can't justify that and say, oh, I touched grass today, so it's fine. Like, yeah, I don't think that's how it should work. We made it sound bad because of hustle culture. Yes, I agree. I really don't like hustle culture. You don't need to be working 24/7. You don't need to be like, you know, grinding every day to get better at something. I think you should just enjoy life and do what you like. Do what you need to do, and then when you don't need to do what you need to do, you should do what you like to do. You don't need to have a productive hobby that can eventually replace your job. Although, I shouldn't be the one saying that, but... yeah, you should just do what you want to do. You like Cynthian Wisdom Hour. Me too. Yeah, you don't have to maximize every moment. Yes. You know, we don't have that much time on Earth. We should just embrace it and have fun while we can. Okay, there's, in the grand scheme of things, the time we have on Earth where we are physically like able to enjoy things to the maximum, I want to say that's not a very long time, like at most 30 years. Because like the first 18 years of your life, like say first 18 years of your life, your brain's still developing, you're still in school, can't really do anything you want. And then once you're out of school, you go to college, and then you're still like figuring out how to navigate life, need to secure a source of income. That's like, you're still unable to, you know, fully do the things you like. But then once you are able to do the things you like, you don't need to spend every single moment like trying to perfect that. You should, you know, you've earned it. You should use that capability to live a little. If the enjoyment is just vibing, yeah, exactly. Optimize every part of your life or you are a failure. That's exactly what the internet's trying to tell you these days. And it's like, I saw this one tweet that was like, I was really mad at myself for after work because I hate my job and I kicked a milk carton across the floor because I hate my job and I was stressed out and like, you know, I felt like I was like, it was really childish of me, but I did it anyways. And then someone told that person like, hey, you're 22, like, that's a completely normal reaction to have. Like, you should, you know, you're young, you're in your 20s, like, that's allowed. Okay, this fire is way too loud. Let's get Bartholomew cam going. But yeah. So, starting from the time you're able to enjoy life, which I feel like just started like last year for me. Right? I like finally found like the place I belong, and like I have a stable source of income. I'm like able to, you know, enjoy things, and yeah. I think starting now, like, at most I have 30 years before I'm, like, physically unable to, like, enjoy the things I want to do. So I want to say, like, once I'm 55, like, I will be... I won't be able to, you know, like, jump around and, like, do things. I think I'll still be able to make music and stuff. So, you know, I have more time ahead of me to write songs and do what I want, like, do life fulfilling things. I have more time to do that than I have to live, like, freely. So. I don't know. What do you guys think? Agree, yeah. Hope you're satisfied. Yeah, I'm finding my way. I'm slowly becoming more and more satisfied with life. Okay, I will say though, the stuff you do in your free time, you should find an anchor. I think everyone should find their anchor. And the one rule about finding your anchor is that your anchor should be, like, solid. You should place your anchor on solid ground. You should not place your anchor on a person. A person cannot be your anchor. That includes me. You can't make me your anchor, okay? I know I'm comfort streamer to a lot of you. But one day, I may disappear. Not out of my own will. But, like... one day, like, something crazy could happen to me where I'm unable to start, like, stream or something. You know? Don't say that, that's not true. It is though, you know? Like, I could have to, like, suddenly move, or I could, you know, I don't know, my internet could cut out for a week. You know, that's like a normal thing, right? And during that week, what are you gonna do if I'm your anchor, right? So not something like crazy tragic or anything like that. But say I just have to go. Okay, in 3 weeks from now, I need to go to America for a week, and I won't be able to stream very much during then. So, how am I gonna be your anchor then, right? So that's like the kind of stuff I mean. Sorry if I scared any of you. I'm not changing the subject. It's the same subject. I won't die. I'm not gonna die anytime soon. I'm gonna live longer than you. It's a challenge now. It's fine, we'll just hunt you down in real life. Okay, maybe I should stream every day. But, yeah. Either way, maybe making myself isn't the best. Making myself an example isn't the best choice. But, like, a significant other, I think, is the most common example of this. Or even, like, a celebrity. It's just, like, you shouldn't place your anchor down on them. And I say that because, like, I think trusting people isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I do think people are one of the most malleable things on Earth. Like, people are constantly changing. They will forever be constantly changing. And anyone that says so is a liar. Or anyone that says differently is a liar. People constantly change. I constantly change. Yeah. So it's okay to trust people. Just be cautious of who you trust. And don't, like, make them your anchor. Your anchor should be something that won't ever change. Something like, you know, like a game or a hobby. Something that can, you know, last you a lifetime. I think you should make that your anchor. Trust people, but don't put all your trust in people. I wouldn't even say trust people, but that's just me. I think I've had too many bad experiences in my life where I default to not trusting people, which is probably not a good thing, but it has saved me from a lot of, like, bad situations, I guess. It's a safe mindset, yeah. Always be cautious. Wouldn't most things be person-created constructs and therefore be subject to change as well? So for example, let's say you put your anchor into a game, like, I don't know, what's like someone's comfort game? Let's say like Pokemon Platinum. I think that's a great comfort game, and I think that could totally be your anchor. Like, it can be something as simple as that, it can be something as simple as drawing. You, like... Or not even necessarily something as, like, limiting as drawing. Like, it could just be art as a whole. And to experience that anchor, you can either, like, draw, you can paint, you can, like... Even if you can't draw or paint, you can consume art. And you can, like, follow artists and stuff like that. And I think a big anchor for a lot of people will be music. And I know it's a little bit less reliable nowadays, which is why I like physical media so much. But I think music is a very solid anchor. It's not gonna, like, change. Your favorite album's not gonna go away. Unless your favorite album is made by Skrillex, who changes all the files on his songs. Which I don't like that people are able to do that now. I really don't like that. I think there should be some constants in life. Job was your anchor, and I haven't been able to work for a year and don't know when I will be again. So then it's okay to have your streams as my anchor in the meantime. I won't allow it. I think you should find a different anchor, but you can still watch streams. You can still have fun with things that aren't your anchor, right? And you can still find comfort in things that aren't your anchor. But I think like, everyone should have one thing that will never change. Something that you can confidently, you know, come back to and enjoy for the rest of your life. One of the great advantages of music is that it captures emotions that do not require any language barriers. Yeah, like you could totally, you know, find an anchor in someone's music who you can't necessarily understand. And that's awesome. Hot tub. Oh! William put a fire in the pool. Thanks for all your works. You are welcome. Oh, and I will say one thing is you may not be able to put your anchor on me as an artist, but you can put your anchor in like Fairy Tale. Like that album will never change. You know, I don't know, maybe like 10 years down the line I'll do like a deluxe version and then sure, then it will have changed, but the OG songs will not have changed. Yeah, like Lone Wolf will not change. So I think that type of stuff is okay to put your anchor on. Fairy tale. That's clever. Focus on the things that you can control in the good way. That is also true. That's actually a really good point. It doesn't need to be something that doesn't change. I guess it's just something that you need to have control over. That's actually a fantastic point. Important to buy music on places like Bandcamp because if you buy music and have it locally, you can have it forever. Exactly. Not quite physical media, but physical media. Again, stating my point. Cooking something. That reminds me, is like, honestly, it could even be like a food. Like, a carrot will always be a carrot, or it will forever be a carrot within your lifetime. Not that I think people should be placing their anchor in eating carrots, but yeah. Do you like carrot? It's alright. Owning stuff is something we've been losing over time, it feels, and it drives me insane. I know. I really don't understand people who prefer like digital games. I think that's what bothers me the most. Is I can't live with that. I can't live with like buying a game and not having it be on my shelf to play it like 10-20 years down the line. Food is volatile, you never know when the recipe will change or whatever. But if you were to cook it yourself, you would be in control over it, and that would be okay to have as an anchor. But thank you, Super Chat. I also cannot read that. If you can't learn how to eat, just eat 91 tons of red sausage plus chestnuts. Fair enough. Wait, thank you, Super Chat, I think.
9-1 plus.
9-1 plus, so true. If buying a digital game isn't owning it, then pirating isn't stealing it. I'm not sure I understand, but I think I think I get where you're coming from, but I'm gonna be safe and neither agree nor disagree with that statement. Because I don't think that's something I should be siding with publicly. Thank you, Super Chat Nagato. Thank you. Yeah. This music actually fits very well with this map. I like it. Okay, let's not talk about pirating things. Okay, Jake, I'm going to have to ask you to type in a language I can't understand, which is English, Japanese, or Korean. I think that's in the rules, right? ENJPKR only, yes. But yeah, either way, don't let your life depend on another person. Don't let your happiness depend on another person. Don't let your existence depend on another person either. Truk? Someone I know needs to hear that. I feel like I need to hear that, or I needed to hear that, like... Maybe a couple years ago or something. Should we be our own happiness? It doesn't need to necessarily come from yourself. It can come from something external. There's nothing wrong with that. But the external thing just has to not change. Because if it does, and you rely on it, then you're kind of screwed. Yeah. I think, like, after believing that concept of, like, your happiness shouldn't come from someone else, I've been much, much more content with doing things on my own. You know, like... I don't know, like... I feel like the first time I ever went to a restaurant and sat alone and had a meal alone was actually quite recently. Like, within the last year or two. And like, I don't know, like when I was a kid, I thought it was weird when you went to go eat alone. Like, wow, you really have no friends and you have to eat alone. How sad. And then that grew into like, oh, I can't go there alone. People will judge me because whatever. But no one cares. Literally no one cares. And if it makes you happy, you should go do it alone. Like, you don't need to find people to do something with you because it makes it more socially acceptable. There's no such thing. Would you prefer that over something like takeout? No, I love takeout. I love takeout because I can put something on the big screen and watch while I eat. But, say you're like out running errands and stuff and you need to get food. You don't necessarily have to go like get fast food because it's like socially acceptable and like eat in your car. Like that doesn't need to happen. You can go down, you can go to a sit down place and like have a meal that you enjoy and like get service and like, I don't know, you can like really enjoy it. You don't have to do what you think is socially acceptable. Eating with people is hella fun, but eating alone is nothing wrong either. Yes, fully agree. But yeah, like, say you want to go check out a restaurant, but like, you feel like you need to invite people, but no one's available or you can't find anyone to go with. Like, don't let that determine, like, whether or not you want to go check out this restaurant. Like, you should just do it anyways. I think, like, that mindset has helped me try a lot of more new things and stuff. And I'm still new to the concept, so I guess I can't say much, but it's just like, if you're like, oh, this looks fun, your default shouldn't be like, oh, let me try and gather some people to try and go do this together. Of course that can be fun as well, but that doesn't need to be the case. Like, because if you solely rely on that, and then no one's available, then you're like sad that you can't do this thing that you wanted to do. 컨시연. Love eating alone. It's very calming, but there will always be a sense of loneliness when life happens. I don't even think you need to, like... I think getting over loneliness is the path to being adulthood. Like... loneliness, I think, doesn't exist after a certain point. Does that make sense? Yeah, not everyone will be there all the time. That goes back to me saying you shouldn't put your anchor on people. Sometimes plans change. And the most unreliable thing on Earth is people. Wish I didn't have that mentality for going to shows, concerts for as long as I did. Kept me from going to any for years, right? I mean, obviously it's more fun with people, right? But it shouldn't stop you from going to things. You shouldn't have to be lonely in order to be an adult. Who says you need to be lonely? And I don't think it's not necessarily lonely, it's more independent, right? I feel like that's a better word to use. Yeah, don't have to be with people 24/7. And some people will never grow to understand that, and that's okay. If those people can stay, like, around people 24/7, then all power to them. And I will say, the majority of the human population probably thinks that way. The majority of the human population thinks that way and will probably go their entire life without the, like, developing the full need to stay independent or whatever. Too much me time eventually turns into loneliness? It doesn't have to, though. Like, loneliness shouldn't exist. If you're lonely, then you can find people. And I feel like a lot of the people that, like, end up feeling lonely, it's like they're kind of scared to, like, go to a place where they can be around people because, like, they don't have anyone to go with, right? And it's just like a vicious cycle.
Chulo celebrates 8 months of membership.
Thank
Been
you.
super busy recently. Loneliness is relatable.
Thank you, membership. Chill. Happy 8 months. Most people lived in communities and had families for the majority of the human timeline. It's just these past several decades where most of us are always by ourselves. Right, and we should be adapting to that. Social anxiety is also a thing. That is true. I did have social anxiety for the majority of my lifetime. But, like, you never get over it until you try, you know? You can't keep living your life in fear of what might happen, you know? Like, oh, what if I try and talk to this person and they hate me and they, like, I don't know, burn me at the stake and I never step foot outside again. You know? You can't be thinking that. You just have to, like, I don't know. I feel like the big thing is just making yourself approachable. And you don't even have to do anything. You don't have to, like, start conversations. People will do that regardless. I remember I was at this concert. I was at a Minami concert. And I did go with a friend, so I wasn't completely by myself, but this interaction was entirely personal, independent. So I was with this person, or I was like with my friends that I went with, and someone, like, dropped something, and I helped them pick it up, and they were just like, oh, like, arigatou gozaimasu, like, just in kind of like an accent, and then they asked me where I'm from, and I was like, oh, I'm from I'm from the States. And they were like, oh, me too. And then we just like had a conversation about that. And it's like, I don't know, it was really cool. And then we like, we were in the same area for the entire show. So it was just like, you know, we got to say stuff like, oh, that's like my favorite song of hers. And I don't know, stuff like that. It's just like natural human connections, I think, happen. Me time never made me lonely, instead it led me to interact with more strangers. Exactly! I think that's just awesome. And, like, you can be awkward. Like, the thing is, like, no one really cares, and no one's really judging you. You do not matter to them. So, yeah. Random little connections that turn into actually knowing people. Exactly. And sometimes you do have to work up the courage to like talk to people yourself. But yeah, I really think the best way to start a conversation, at least in the States, would be to give compliments to people. It's like the amount of people I made like smile a little bit and like ended up having a conversation with just from saying like something as simple as, oh, I really like your nails. It's just like, I don't know, I think that's really valuable. And I especially think it's valuable to men, because I feel like men don't get enough compliments. Best combos start like this. I agree. Just like tell someone, hey, nice shoes, and they'll be like, thanks. And it'll, you know, that might be the only thing they end up remembering about their day. And how awesome is that you got to be a part of that? I think that's cool. Need to be more of a compliment giver? Yeah. Think about, like, I don't know, like, it could just be, like, something they're wearing. I think is really easy to do. Complimenting people over things they have control over, or even better, worked hard on, is what I like. Yeah. Okay, actually, I should tell the story. This is actually a good story to tell. I was at my clinic the other day, and I have in the back of my phone case, I have a card from Ongeki. So Ongeki has these like physical cards with like characters on them, right? And I don't even know her name. I have the girl from Stellar Dream on there, which is my song from Ongeki. And so the nurse that was like giving me my shot, she was like, she's just like a woman in her maybe like late 40s, 50s, something like that. And she was just like, oh, that character is so cute on your phone case. And I was like, oh, thank you. And she was like, oh, is it from like a game or something? And I was like, yeah, it's from this music game called Ongeki, and she was like, "Oh, cool! Like, do you play games often?" And I was like, yes, but actually the reason I have this is because it's the character from the song I have in my game." And she was like, "Oh, your song?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm a composer and stuff like that." And she was like, "No way, that is so cool." And then she like ran to her office and got her like stack of post-its and was like, "Can you write your name on here? I wanna check out your music and stuff." And yeah, as I was leaving the clinic, she was like telling all of her friends that I was a composer and stuff like that. And I don't know, I think that's really cool, and like that entire conversation wouldn't have happened unless she gave like the conversation starter was the compliment. You know, and it could have ended at, "Oh, thank you." But like it turned into just like this thing of yeah, just like a full-on conversation. And it's like she could have gone her whole life without knowing that I made music. But I don't know, now there was like a small personal connection there. Yeah, and obviously it is a little bit embarrassing for me because I'm like you know, anime girl online, you know. But yeah, I think when stuff like that happens, you should just let it happen. She could be watching the stream right now, that is true. Wearing your interests is such a good icebreaker. I agree. What if she already knew your music but didn't know the name? Could have given her an S-tier encounter? I mean, could be. But I doubt a lot of middle-aged people are listening to my music. Don't think anime is embarrassing anymore. Maybe not where you live, but I don't know. I feel like in Japan it's like coming off as otaku is like not necessarily the best image you could have for yourself. So yeah, that was part of the reason why I said like that it was from my song, because I didn't want to sound like, you know, filthy otaku who puts anime girl on phone case, you know, for no reason. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but, you know, just to protect my image a little bit. Wasn't that the average age of your audience? Absolutely not. The average age is my age. Are you calling me 50? Excuse me? Just casually flaming both Chat and Xion, exactly. Okay. I don't know. Okay, call me Unk all you want. I think in my advanced stage I've gathered enough wisdom that I can share with you guys on the stream. And you know, if you're watching and you're listening to this Unk's advice, then who's the real Unk here, huh? Who's the one with Unk interests? Advanced stage. I love saying that. It's so funny. But yeah, I don't know. Social interactions are nice. Staying home is also nice. Spending the whole day in bed is very nice. Society is messed up. Okay, also, I will say one more thing about that is I feel like loneliness, the reason we feel loneliness and the reason we feel sad from loneliness is because society expects us to be with people all the time. Like, be outside touching grass with people. Like, who cares? Like, you don't need to do that. Humans are social creatures has gone too far. Yeah, I don't know. If you feel lonely, don't. You should feel independent instead. Be a lone wolf. Bit of a hard ask? Why so? Why do you feel sad when you are lonely? Ask yourself that. Too many people don't understand the concept of self-reflection, yeah. There are days where you crave human interaction. And that's, like, I think everyone is like that, right? And on those days, you should go out and do something with your friends. And if you don't have friends to do stuff with, then you should go out and do stuff anyways, because you will get to have interactions with people outside. It is difficult to imagine life without anyone. Why? You have a need you are looking to others to fill when really I should do it for yourself. Yes, exactly. Exactly. You have to ask why. I'm confused. Well, why is it difficult to imagine life without anyone? Do you have, like, what do you need someone else to do for you? Concept of the third place is something I came to appreciate recently. Somewhere you can go that isn't home or work, purely for leisure. Yeah, and that's like, that's the arcade for me. Cultivate crops, weave clothing, fix car. I think you can do all of those yourself. I have friends, a lot of them, and I'm not very confident I can be my full self for long without them to stabilize and reinvigorate me. I think you should work on you should work on that then. Because I think every human is fully capable of being independent. Even people with like physical disabilities that is very hard to navigate the world for them alone find a way. There's so many examples of people who are like that. And I think that's really cool. I think you can even be independent from yourself. That's interesting. Tell me more. Wonder how extroverts feel about all this? Yes, I will say this is from an introvert, like 100% I introvert frame of mind. As an extrovert, you are losing me a little. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. And that's just like, people are different. Yeah. Are you your body? Are you your thoughts? Are you your memories? Not really. They are a part of you, but not core to you. That's thought-provoking. I need to think about that one a little bit before I can comment about it. Yeah, but your accomplishments, your thoughts and like that sort of stuff doesn't define you, and you shouldn't let it. And I think you should just be you. You are your thoughts? I disagree. Or do I? Then what am I? I'm me. I don't owe a definition of me to anyone. I'm just me. You are what you eat. Facts. You'd like to show yourself to others. The world feels empty without someone to be yourself around. I think you should work on that. You got an alien. How do you perform actions without brain activity? Well, I mean, obviously you're gonna like do things. But like, and you can't really do stuff without like, I guess, thinking. But I wouldn't say those are your like bots necessarily, right? I don't know. I don't think anyone needs to define who they are to anyone. I think you could just be yourself, and that's okay. Past actions shouldn't define you. I agree. I agree. You're so lost. All right, let's return to planet Earth a little bit. I'm the happiest when I'm just alone, make music for myself, or watch anime or a blue-haired wolf. Then you should keep doing that. Snap back to Earth. Let's get rooted a little bit. But yeah. Be yourself. Don't be someone who society tells you to be, because that will just make you miserable. This talk scared me a little, but I learned something in the end. Good! Welcome to being one step closer to being happy with yourself. And I really don't think I could have talked about this very much like a year ago. Or honestly, even a few months ago. Is that crazy for me to say? And I think that just goes to prove people change constantly. I've changed so much. Like, I can't even imagine, like, the person I am. Like, I couldn't imagine where I was, or I couldn't imagine where I am right now. Let me rephrase this. Me from 6 months ago would not be able to have the same mindset as I do now. As a goth, I have to pretend to be like everyone else to fit in, unfortunately. Then you're not being yourself. Call it tough love or whatever, but I'm gonna be straight with all of you guys. If you have to like change yourself to like fit in with people and like, you know, like, well, obviously you can't be like going around causing a nuisance to everyone. That's not what I mean by that. But if you're like, oh, I have to wear this in order to be this, or if I have to like, you know, look like this to be with these people, and I have to like do this thing so people like me more. Like, that's such a miserable way to live, I feel like. And like, I say this again, your happiness should not come from someone else. Don't hang out with people who judge you for being yourself, yeah. No, I will say, like, okay. For example, if you're trying to, like, get involved with a community, like if you're trying to be a part of a community and you're breaking that community's like code, let's say, like for example, like I don't really know much about goth, but I imagine that's like a community where like the type of clothing you wear really matters, right? And someone tells you like, hey, you can't be going around saying you're part of the goth community because you're like not wearing this and this, then like sure, that is something you will have to change if you want to be a part of that community, but no one's telling you you have to be a part of that community, and no one's telling you that you have to like be a part of any community to have any identity. Lost funding opportunities and nearly lost my employment over it because your workplace has professionalism standards. I want to continue to have employment. And that's what I mean by you shouldn't cause a nuisance to anyone else. Like, you shouldn't like let you being you have like you shouldn't let it negatively impact others. And part of that like does happen with like the workplace, unfortunately. Like, you can't be like, I'm like, you can't just say I am myself the most when I'm wearing pajamas and wear pajamas to work every day. Like, that unfortunately would cause a nuisance. Because you're just like, that's like a public area, and like, you know, there are expectations to be met in the workplace. Was just gonna say bring code switching up. Yes, code switching is important. Should have talked to me in high school. I should have talked to me in high school. I was very lost in high school. I was very lost like a few months ago. And I'm gonna say, like, I'm not immune to all of this either. Like, me, I was also like searching for a way to, you know, please others and like fit in with my artist group by making the type of music that's popular these days. But I don't need to do that. I can just make what I want to make. And I'm fortunate enough to have people like what I make without it being like what's trendy or whatever. And I feel very, very, very fortunate to be in that position. I will not take it for granted anymore. Restricted it to just wearing a single spike bracket, people viewed me as a freak. But I will say, if not being able to be yourself is seriously impacting your like livelihood and stuff like that, then you should start to think about lifting that restriction. And you know, there will be places that allow you to be yourself in the workplace. If that's really like, if that's a deal breaker to you, then you should absolutely factor that in. Yeah, gotta be the person you were hired to be. Some adults are still lost in high school. Truk. Truk. Yeah. I don't know, but then again, this is all coming from some random 25-year-old girl on the internet, so take it all with a grain of salt. You know, my word is not gospel. Do your own research, live your own life, and gather your own experiences, and have your own opinions. Don't blindly follow me, because I am not omniscient. Random? Yeah, I'm pretty random. Thank you for saying that. Yes. You're welcome. Yeah, this is like the extent of what I can tell you based on my own experiences. But everyone has a unique life. Everyone has a unique way of traveling around, orbiting the sun, you know? And everyone lives in a different place, everyone has different friends. Everyone, like, consumes different media, right? Everyone has different brains. What I tell you, you don't have to believe in. And, like, if it helps you, then great. But if it doesn't, then, yeah, find your own opinion, and that's okay. That should be the thing everyone takes away, if anything. Facts. I'm glad you guys think I'm wise. I am just dumping my brain out and letting it spew from my mouth. Maybe that's a little bit grotesque, but wise wolf woman. Be an individual. Okay, I do want to say something real quick. I know I don't talk about this a lot, just in general. But bear with me for like 2 minutes while I talk about like gender, right? I know everyone's like really like I feel like people take it the wrong way when I don't like put pronouns places or like tell people that I'm trans. But I think a big thing with that is like I don't want that to define me, and I also don't care what people think I am. And like I think that was one of the biggest barriers to be lifted. And I'm not embarrassed about like people knowing. I just don't want that to be like something, like the first thing people know about me. I would rather someone like get to know my music, if anything. But literally anything else other than that. I don't want that to define me in the slightest. And if that's important to you, then by all means go for it. But I also think if that's the only thing that defines you, you should start finding something else to define you. Or don't, honestly, you don't even need anything to define you. You are you. Like, don't let people tell you otherwise, and don't let you being you depend on someone else either. So there's that. It's just a trait and it's no one's business. Exactly. It's something so personal. And like I feel like nowadays everyone's so obsessed with making it public and like letting it define them. And I really don't think that's healthy, number one. And I don't think like that should be the norm. And like I don't know. There's a lot of things about that bug me. But I'm gonna save that for another day because yeah. Yeah, sorry if that was controversial, by the way. That's just what I personally think. And that's just like a little explanation as to like why I don't do that, because I feel like I've been asked that before. Most of our traits are simply things we don't think about until they're specifically relevant. Yeah, imagine if, you know, the societal norm was to display your... I don't know, like... I guess, like, what country you live in or something like that? I don't know. I don't know. I don't really want to make comparisons like that because it's just like I'm on a very thin rope if I do say stuff like that. But I don't know. I think we should stop caring so much. I really think there's nothing that's that deep. Like, not even just that, just anything in general. Whatever it is that you're thinking of that like worries you and you're like anxious about and you're like, it's really not that deep. Nothing is ever that deep. Is that crazy to say? Maybe that's a little bit crazy to say. That's controversial, that's light and tame. You think so? I don't know. I feel like it could go political very quickly. So I'm gonna stop talking about that there. See each other as humans. Exactly. Like I'm just another creature on the internet, like all of you are. People care too much about things that have absolutely no repercussions on anyone's lives. Exactly. It all gets twisted in your own head. Like, you make things out to be a bigger deal than they ever will be to anyone else. Because I don't know, like... Yeah. Who cares? It's now your life and not your business. Oh, it's not your life and not your business. Yes. Political people who make it political, yeah. The water ain't that deep even if you can't feel the ground. What? The water's too deep? Just swim. Who cares? Consion, Acolyte. I like the Cynthian who lives her life and doesn't let such things weigh her down, and you've carried that flag more than most. I'm glad to hear that. If anything, I would like that to define me, you know? Just... Actually, no, I take it back. I don't really want anything to define me. I just want... If there's anything that I want people to, like, take away, then it would be that. Just swim, yeah, like this water right here is deep enough to like sink these like stone ducks, but you know, we're all just made of plastic in the end. We float. It's the microplastics in our body that define us. I'm glad we're on the same wavelength, Ari. Some of the ducks aren't swimming. Do you think they care though? They're okay with being under the water. They like it there. I hope. And, you know, if you find that you're made of stone, that's something you have control over, unlike these ducks. Even stone can become buoyant if it's hollow. Ever heard of, like, pumice? That stuff floats. So yeah, if you find that you're made of stone, just start chipping away. It's not something that's like that you can't change, you know? Could you name a bit more environmentally friendly buoyant material? Sure. We are biodegradable human flesh. And guess what? As long as we have air in our lungs, we float, so... I like this world where we can transmogrify our bodies to whatever materials we desire. Well, it's a metaphor, right? Some people are... So if we say this based off these ducks, right? Some of us are born made of stone, some of us are born made of plastic, and some of us are born made of, I don't know, cherry or whatever. But some of us float, some of us sink. If you're okay with sinking, then you can sink. If you're okay with floating, then you're fine. You don't have to be afraid of drowning. And if you're made of stone, then you can You can make a bunch of holes and float eventually. Some of us have an axe, yeah. But you see, they're not doing anything bad with the axe. They're not poking holes in other ducks. Any ducks burning? Okay, yes. There are some flammable ducks. I don't think you can do anything about that. Don't be the duck burning other ducks. Yeah, don't be causing a nuisance. Conceal an ARC Trooper. I am doing great. The fire is so loud though. I think I might turn down the sound effects a little bit. Be a firefighter duck. Yeah. What if the ducks like being on fire? Then all power to them. If you had a pet duck, what would you name it? Jennifer. That's the name of our first duck, right? Yeah, Jennifer. Duck name check. Alright, we'll name the ducks real quick. Whoa. What should be the theme of these? Should I just give them normal names again? Let's see, let's see. Do we have a Dorothy? I don't think we have a Dorothy. Let's go Dorothy. Jimothy. Is Jimothy an actual name? Are people named Jimothy? I thought that's just something people made up. There's that one wreck. Tuckathan. Do we have a Jonathan though? We have a John. Quackery. What if one of the ducklings was named Minnie? Oh, what about like Minnie Mouse? Do we have an Adam? I think we have an Adam. wait, do we not have an Adam? I think I was thinking of Alan. Obama. Obama's a great one. The cherries? The cherries can be Obama. Obama and... Joe Biden? Okay, well, if we do that, we can't call it Obama, because that's not Obama's first name. Guys, what's Barack Obama's... I mean, guys, what's Obama's last name? Obama and Joe? Obama. Obama and... Are we do... Okay, we'll do Obama and Joe. Someone's gonna come in the stream and be like, you know that Obama isn't his first name, right? And they're gonna think I'm stupid, but whatever. Joe Obama? 컨시연 Danny. Legally possible to have no name. Good thing all of these ducks are legal then. Bernie, we're not doing US political figures as the theme. This one, let's go with, Bernathan? Why do we have to add then to everything? Do we have a Bernard? I don't think so. I think we can do Bernard. I like Bernard. Scary item. We can name the one with the axe scary item. Okay, what about this barrel duck? That should be Bernard. Wait, is it supposed to be beer? Beer. Beer Thew. Beerathan. Beerathon? Beerus? Thank you, Super Chat. Obama from Obama. Okay. Thank you for that. The legal distraction. Beerus is good? What is Beerus a parody of? We can do Beerus though. What about this one? Virus? Boris? True. It's just super god name. Fair enough. Alright, goggles. It's from Dragon Ball. Oh. Okay, that's what DB means. I see. Kyle? I think we have a Kyle. Oh, do we not have a Kyle? Okay, we can do a Kyle. We have a Brett? I don't think we have a Brett. The next one can be Brett. Alright, Obama and Joe. Let's find Obama and Joe real quick. They only quack once? What about scary item? Oh my god, wait, it is a dog! I can't even click on them. Dog OMG. I feel like this is the closest we're gonna get to a corgi duck. Maybe we should name it Kling. Is this a game? If you can call it that. Oh, sorry, I meant Shiva. Why did I say corgi? I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I promise I know what breed you are. Why was I thinking of corgi? Wait, what? Yes, I know what breed you are. I know what breed everyone is. Do we get another one with a knife? What is this? my god. I thought it was a knife. Can we call it Porter Robinson? This duckling pack was 100% worth? It's 1000% worth. It was free. Conscion AS. Ah. Protein ribosome. Where did that even like come from? Either way, I love it. From Dolphin. Yes, there's no way Dolphin came up with that on his own. The primordial soup. My beloved. Those names were points at a similar side. Oh yeah, like the Bronze Age. You put in mod chat. Protein ribosome, yeah. I see, I see. Someone should make one with Syntheon. What would Syntheon sound like? Little earlier than the Bronze Age? No, I was talking about like when it says the Bronze Age and it points out a picture of LeBron James. You know what I mean? LeBron's age. Banger is playing, I agree. This is my favorite song in Minecraft. I'm so glad I got to remix this. That's crazy that am I the only official remix of the song? Oh no, there's two other remixes. But yeah, it was such an honor. Like when they asked me like, do you want to remix another song for us? And then they put that as one of the options. I was like, I have to do this one. I know it would probably benefit me to do a song that like people like more or is like more popular. But I just really wanted to pay tribute to this song because like one of my like best experiences coming back to Minecraft after not playing it for like years was like getting on a server with some of my friends, and like this song just started playing as the sun rose, and it was just like one of the most beautiful things I had experienced. Like it was just like so soothing, and it's like, I don't know, it was just awesome. And I was like, I did not know this song existed in Minecraft, of all things. Frick the masses, do what you want. Yeah, that's the moral of today. Frick the masses. Oh, good night, Lunaria. Oh, I mean, Victor, good night. I see, you were saying good night to Victor. Frick the masses, but you should still be a member of society. You should still conform to an extent. I know that goes against what I said, but man, it just bugs me when people don't have proper etiquette. Or they don't follow the social code of like something they're at, you know? And that goes back to like being a nuisance to other people. Some people just don't have manners, yeah. And it's like, I don't know, the big thing for me is I know I sound like a stereotypical foreigner living in Japanese moment, but it bugs me when people are like loud on the train. Like, I know it's so stereotypical of me to be annoyed at that, but it's just like, when you vacation, you should do a little bit of research before you vacation. Nuisance non-conformity. Nuisance non-conformity. So like, not conforming, but well, I feel like most nuisance is non-conformity, right? I don't know. They know what they're doing, they just don't care. I really want to give them the benefit of the doubt, though. And it's like, I feel like no one finds it more annoying than other foreigners, you know? Because it's like embarrassing, right? It's like, because we're from the same branch, you know? We're both not born and raised in Japan, but we're here, so we should, like, you know, respect it. And like, I feel like that's just something people should know. Like, if you Google like, hey, what should I not do when I'm in Japan? I feel like that's one of the first things that comes up is like, don't be loud on trains. Don't do backflips like you do on the BART in SF. Some people act like the smallest nuisance is the biggest problem. And I'm not saying it's like the biggest problem in the world. I just get annoyed by it. And because I think it's such an easy thing to do. Like, you're not on the train for very long. Like, you can be quiet for a bit. Or you can, like, I'm not saying you have to be totally silent either. People talk all the time on the train. But they're quiet. They don't, like, scream and yell. Stopped giving people the benefit of the doubt. Fair enough. What to you is small versus large? Well... Huh, I never really thought about that. Like, what would be an example of a large nuisance to me? I'm not sure. I feel like everything's a small nuisance. Like, everything I can, like, be like, okay, whatever, it'll be over soon. And then it is, and then I forget it because I don't let that ruin my day. Recording without consent. Yeah, that is pretty annoying. But I find a lot of the time, if like, not that it's happened a lot, but if that does end up happening and, like, I don't really like the way I look, then, I'll just be like, hey, can you, like, blur me out? And they'll usually be fine with it, so. Yomi just said they are the large nuisance. Fair enough. Yes. Yomi would be an example of a large nuisance. I guess, like... Oh, okay. I thought of a large nuisance. When someone that I'm not friends with, or that I am not, like, super close to, and that I, like, had no plans of being there with, right? If someone like that shows up to an event and is sticking around me all the time, I think that's a pretty big nuisance. It's because I went there to enjoy my time, right? Not to be your buddy, for no reason, right? So I find that to be a large nuisance because that would definitely affect the outcome of my experience there. And that is something that would ruin the activity for me. And it's like, they don't even necessarily have to be unpleasant to be around. Like, they could be a pleasant person to be around. But sometimes I just want my own space, and I want to, like, hang out with the people that I did go with, if there are people that I did go with. Yeah, so I think that would be an example of a big nuisance. A small nuisance is when, I don't know, if someone smells bad on the train. It's like, fine, like, whatever. I'm not gonna, like, go and tell them, hey, you smell bad, you should fix that. But, it's something I can endure for a short period of time. And I can just go about my day without, you know, letting that affect it. Maybe they wanted to be friends because they felt they were already were feeling they were unilaterally and they were trying to force the friendship or something. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people, they come up to me, they're like, "Hey Cynthion, I love your music." And I'm like, "Hey, thanks." And then they think like because we've had this conversation now, we're automatically besties. And they follow me throughout the entire like period of time that I'm at something. And it's yeah, it's I'm not really good with that. And of course I am not shy about telling people like, hey, I really need to, like, I will drop subtle hints until they can't take that subtle hint, then I will drop a large, just like very firm, hey, I'm really sorry, I have somewhere else to be, I have like other friends to hang out with. Do you mind if like you give me a little bit of space? And yeah. Haven't had that happen, but OMG, that sounds horrible. Yeah. Yeah, it's basically becomes a problem if if one side thinks we're friends and then if the other side doesn't think they're friends. Like if there's a imbalance of friendship level, then it becomes a problem. And it can be tricky to balance, I will admit. Cause like, say you're the one that like is the one that wants to be better friends with this person, then it can be like hard to determine where they're at and then also which line you shouldn't cross. So yeah. Now that's like social cues type of thing. Textbook definition of parasocial. True. So bad at putting my foot down. Yeah, I know. And it's like, it's definitely something you're bad at if you're kind. And it's so bad that the kindest people are punished by something like that. Is because they don't want to be mean, but I think you can be rude if it will if this person is costing you your happiness. You can be rude to this person a little bit. Kind but firm, yeah. I agree. If someone does that to me, it comes from an anxious personality. Yeah, probably, but it's not something I can, you know, oh, they're probably just anxious, I should forgive them. I don't think I can do that. I am not that strong. Don't sacrifice your own happiness for other people? Yes, and do not let other people determine your happiness. I will continue to preach that. There's always earphones no jutsu. Let me tell you, that does not work for me. I don't know, like, every time I've been to a club and someone tries to talk to me that I don't really want to talk to, I always have earphones or earplugs in at the club, and when they try to talk to me, I will take my earplug out and I will make it very obvious that I have to do the do an inconvenient task of taking out my earplug in order to hear what they have to say, and then I will reply with very short answers, and a lot of the time they will not get the hint, and it is very, very rough. And the people that do get the hint, it's like, I would rather talk to you, but I can't because I have earplugs in. Yeah, the people that will talk to you regardless of like whatever you have in your ear. Yappers yap. We look up to you. I'd say many of us would love to have some small conversations with you directly here and there in a casual environment. And that's okay, but if I'm like, hey, sorry, can't talk, I have to... I'm here with some other people, then I think you should respect that. Starting conversations with random people to how to avoid conversations with random people. Yeah. See ya, tiger. Ooh, another yay thing stream. Yes. Yaping versus yapping. Getting hints should be the first thing. Yeah, I agree. So, if you see me somewhere, it's okay to say hi. It's okay to have a conversation with me even. It is not okay to follow me around everywhere and wait for me to be available to have a conversation with you. I am just another creature like you are. I'm sure you would not like it if someone that you didn't know very well tried to follow you around all day and tried to have conversations with you all day. And if someone looks busy, don't try to have a conversation with them. That, I think, is the biggest thing. Is like, half the time when I'm outside, I'm busy doing things. And it's like, I don't really have the time to chit-chat. I'm gonna ask you to sign my plushie, and sure, that is a perfectly normal request that I will most likely fulfill if you, as long as you bring your own pen. You saw me at an arcade once and didn't want to bother me, so I went downstairs and played DD. Okay, so if I was in the middle of a credit, then yes, that is good. But if I am like waiting in line or something and you see me, then you can say hi, like, and we can talk. I'm absolutely open to that. But I have had people at an arcade in the middle of my credit come up and ask me, "Oh my god, are you Cynthion? Like, you made Blossom in Sound Voltex." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's me. I'm in the middle of a credit right now. I'm gonna play the game. And yeah, some people just do not get that. Oh, YouTube's giving me a warning. I think we have to stop Spotify. I think they've just gotten a bit stricter with Spotify stuff. Maple story time! Yeah. Alright, we're going back to this playlist. I like this one. If someone comes like that, you should respond that you're a Cynthia fan cosplaying. See, I don't want to like lie to people though. Spotify Jam, yeah, but I mean, we can't, like, I want there to be music available when you click on the stream. I don't want to be talking into silence and water noises. 70 plus people jam. That would be pretty funny. We can do that on over Discord or something. Lying helps sometimes. I think white lies are okay, but I'm not gonna like lie to get out of a situation like that, I think. Like if someone asks me if I'm Cynthian, I'm gonna say yes. No harm in doing that, I think. Maybe. People need to invest more in their social skills. Yeah, okay. Seeing internet person you know from the internet on in real life. It is, yes, okay to go say hi to them, go ask for a selfie respectfully, go ask them to sign something, yes, as long as they don't look like too busy or anything. And then on the flip side of that, it's not okay to have a personal conversation with them, just uninvited. And it is not okay to follow them around everywhere, hoping they will somehow change their mind about having a personal conversation with you. What would you do if a Johnny Bravo guy said hi? I'm not sure I understand. Social skills max out quickly, it's the anxiety that makes socializing difficult. I think there's a lot of people that haven't maxed out their social skills. Senpai noticed me, yeah. I will say, just like, at shows, I'm usually trying to conserve my energy until I go perform. And my, like, I am a hard introvert. I cannot stress that enough. I am a, like, definitive 1,000,000% introvert. I lose energy from social interactions. So, I, like, you know, I'd love to be respectful and chat with you a little bit, you know, but it tires me out to do so, and most of the time at events and stuff like that, I am going to try to conserve my energy for the thing I was hired to do. So, yeah. Can you sign my yeah, no body parts are being signed. Johnny Bravo's cartoon character guy. Yes, I am aware of that. Buff cool guy that tries to riz anyone up. I will say I have gotten asked out after a show once. Which I politely declined. Only once? I feel like once is a lot. No? It's cute. No, it's not cute! Don't ask out performers. I don't know. At least not for me. Please don't ask me out. Ever. I just had this whole talk about, like, loving being independent and, like, figuring out my own happiness and, like, not letting my happiness depend on other people. And then, oh, please enter a courtship with me where we should rely on each other to find happiness from each other. And, like, you know, I'm gonna say no to that. And I will be very uncomfortable if I'm asked that. Yomi said they are the buff guy who rizzes everyone up. Yomi, you have a wife. I have mutuals with your wife on Twitter. I'm going to tell her that you're trying to rizz up other women. You're looking for men. So you're homophobic now. Okay. Who says men can't look for serious relationships with other men? Like, is that what you think, Yomi? Gotta train your sweet talking skills somehow. You can flirt with other people, just don't flirt with me. We are pack mates. We are nothing more than pack mates. Yes, please do not flirt with the mods. Please do not flirt with me. Please, okay, do not flirt in my server. I don't care how okay you are with it. There are people who are uncomfortable with that. There are minors in the server. There are like just like everything about that is just wrong, okay? Platonic packmates. We're packmates. We're friends. Yeah, nothing more than that. Okay, we're not even friends, you know? We're just packmates. There we go. That way people don't take it the wrong way. Yes, we are packmates. And I love packmates. And I love hanging out with you guys on stream. I don't know, like, if you expected anything more from being a packmate, I don't know what to tell you. You're a subscriber? That means you're a packmate. Welcome, welcome. Okay, Dolphin and Yomi, I feel like you kind of are setting a different vibe for this stream than I am okay with. No, like, let's not flirt, okay? Stop flirting, please. I don't care if it's a joke or whatever. Look elsewhere? Yes, go flirt with a different VTuber. Riz for me, but not for thee. I mean, like, yeah. I just want it, like, even in the Discord, just no flirting. It's just a place to, you know, hang out and, like, sure, you can become friends with other packmates there. That's okay. It's not, like, not a place to form cliques. It's not a place to form relationships. It's not a dating website. It's not like anything more than just the Discord server for blue-haired wolf girl. Yeah. In a few other servers I'm in, that consideration has to be repeatedly ranked. Yeah. Who is blue-haired wolf girl? Gee, I wonder. Gee, I wonder. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, anyways. Konsiyon, everyone. YouTube is telling me I have a new, like, thing I can do. What is this? Super chat goal. Goal amount 10 super chats. Super chat colors that count. Timer. No, I don't need this. I'll make it 50 super chats and red and higher. Timer 15 minutes. Hi. What does this even look like? I just want to see. $50 red super chats. No. Okay, remove goal. Remove goal. Okay, I don't want people to do that. Alright guys, lock in. 50 akas. I don't even think like the biggest VTuber can. Well, actually, maybe. She wants $5,000. I'm okay. I'm okay. I really don't need money right now. People donate $100 to the Game Awards stream. Well, at least for there, you're getting your message pinned to the top of the chat for a long time, and there's a lot of people that like can see that. So I get that. It's like buying a megaphone on MapleStory. True. This fire is so loud. Alright, Michael. There we go. Donate $100 and promote your stuff in the comments. Well, please don't self-promote using Akasupas in my chat. I think there's better places to self-promote using $100. Is it bad to say I want to live at this duck-populated cabin? It's kind of a vibe. You know those videos that are like, where are you napping the hardest? And it's like shows a bunch of different like houses and stuff. I always really like the log cabin ones. Love those posts. I will say there is one bad one that I saw. It's like, where are you, let's just say it, using the restroom the hardest? It was kind of funny. Should we do one? I kind of want to find one. Where are you X the hardest? Oh my god! Why are all of these so bad? Where are you S-wording the hardest? It's a cozy evening and the urge is kicking in. Where? Okay. POV, you ate Taco Bell and now your stomach hurting. Which toilet are you absolutely destroying? POV. Oh my god. Okay, maybe not. I don't think I can find them. I thought it was like, I thought there were more pure ones, like the napping one. I can't find the sleep version. Find one that is more say so, alright. I would not want to be in this cable car. Wait, are they shivering because they're scared? Oh, are they just cold? Okay, I see. What? Edward! Do you talk to your mother with that mouth? It just cursed at me. Yeah, you can't say that stuff. I'm live on stream. Editing. From far away, it looks like Porter was smoking a cig. I guess it is in its mouth. I thought it was a knife at first. Because there is another one with the knife. Jump scare. Why are you there? I don't know, why are you there? Oh! What?! I didn't switch cameras! The dolphin just died? Wait, how did we switch to that at like literally the perfect time? That's crazy. Thought I was joining the game. That boy gone. Alright, let's do a little name check. Ooh! Cute. Alright, what are we naming this one? Let's see. Pathfinder. Does it have something in its mouth? I think it's just holding a carrot. Missy from Young Sheldon. Guys, should I watch Young Sheldon? I thought it was a joke when people were saying it's good, but I think it's actually good. And I see it so much on like short form videos anyways, so like might as well just watch the whole thing, right? No, I shouldn't watch it? Okay. You value your brain cells? But it's the Big Bang Theory that's like the stupid one, right? It's only good when you watch only the good parts. Okay, that's fair. Buzzing. I need inspiration. Do we have a Grace? Let's do Grace. You should maybe watch anime? Maybe I should. I don't know. I've been so disconnected with anime. I know there's like a lot of good ones I should definitely watch. Like, I know Freerun's supposedly really good. Then what else recently? Polar Opposites? I don't think I've heard of that one. Oh! Was just going to say Freerun. It's good. Yeah, that's what I've heard from everyone, is like, the story is just fantastic, and I need to watch it. Watch that chain-smoking cat one? Okay, that one I do not want to watch. I've seen some clips of that floating around on Twitter, and it's like, that couldn't be like further from the thing that I want to watch. quite vile. Okay, not saying it's as vile as the Chainsmoker cat where she's like farting and stuff, but like I remember one of my friends tried to show me the movie Borat, and he was just like, "You're gonna love it," and I was like, okay. You know, watched the first like 10 minutes and I was like, okay, I really don't think this is my sort of thing. And then 20 minutes in, I'm like really not having it, but I guess I'll stick it through. 30 minutes in, I was just like, I literally can't watch this, I'm so sorry. And then I left. I left. Yeah, I just like it. There's just some things that I think aren't meant for me, and I think that's fine. Cosmic Princess Kaguya is really sweet, but probably not your thing given the philosophy you shared in the stream. If it's romance, I love a little romance. I love romance. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I did hear that was good, and I have definitely heard that the music is good. What shows did I like? Well, I really liked. I always say this is my favorite anime, but I really liked the Aquatope on White Sand. I know, like, it's very not that popular, but really liked that one. And other than that, my other favorite would be Violet Evergarden, or Violet Evergarden. That one I really liked. And then, back in my day, I did love a trashy isekai. You left correctly for that movie. Yes, I think I made a good decision. What's my favorite genre then? Okay, despite my favorites, I think I really like psychological stuff. And like I don't know. Something like Erased. If you remember that one. Man, am I showing my age with this? Psychological thrillers. Erased was peak. Yeah. And then I do like back when I did watch anime. I'm not gonna say back in my day, but back back when I did watch anime regularly, I did love a good slice of life as well. Year Camp I liked, and then Non Non Biuri I really liked. Sakuraso, that was one of my like very first shows, and I remember not liking it that much. Shinsekai Yori, I have not seen that. Have not heard the name Erased in a hot minute. True. Same. Nozaki-kun? Have I watched Nozaki-kun? Yes, I have watched it. I think I did like that one. Lucky Star? I have not seen Lucky Star. I know that's like sacrilegious. Kinmoza. Oh, Kiniro Mosaic. I have not seen this. 마저 no tabi tabi. Oh, the Elena one. I think I know why you're recommending that. I heard that was supposed to be like nice and wholesome as well. You show your age if you talk about Tonari no Kaibutsu-kun. Gulp. I don't know. I'm kinda in the mood for something trashy. What am I saying? I don't even have time to watch anime these days. Meanwhile, I'm talking about watching Young Sheldon, but like I say all that and I'll never watch it because I don't really have time for shows. I like watching YouTube instead. What does trashy mean? I wanna watch a trashy isekai. I know there's some like bad implications with actually maybe I'll just stop talking here. There is a show I've been like somewhat interested in because I really liked the first season of it, but apparently it's become controversial, so I'm not allowed to like it, so I shouldn't talk about it. But yes, trashy isekai. Netflix, Cyberpunk, Edge Runners. I've been told to watch that as well. I'm sure you guys can guess like which show I'm talking about. Problematic show, but I actually did like it, so I can't talk about it, but yeah. But anyways. Yeah, I don't know, just the thought I've been having. No clue what I'm talking about. That's okay. Yeah. I don't know. I thought about just watching stuff lately. But I think the next 2 months are gonna be pretty busy, so maybe that can wait until winter. Needy streamer overdose? I heard that wasn't that great. Like, not very faithful to the game. You know, if anything, I would rather play more games. I feel like. You think you know what I'm talking about and people who attack it don't even watch anime anyways? I think you know what I'm talking about as well. Hop on golf. Golf what? Like golf with your friends? My gift level 9999 unlimited gotcha backstabbed in a backwater dungeon. I'm out for revenge. Is that the name of a real show? It's not an adaptation? I see. Golf is short for golf with your friends. I don't think... Okay. Okay, I will check out some of these shows once I am more free to watch things. Oh, but yeah. I think I'm getting kind of hungry. I'm gonna go have lunch now. So I think I'll call it here. I know it's a bit of a shorter stream than usual, but yeah, I do have some work to do today. But yeah, I think the next few streams will be kind of short. I do have work to finish up, and then I also want to submit something to the Samvoltex competition. So yeah, gonna be pretty busy the next 2 weeks, and then I'll be free after 2 weeks, and then I'll be busy again because I'm going to America. But yeah, we can talk about that another day. Enjoy lunch, thank you. Oh, sorry, Dark Magician. Yeah, I'm just about to wrap up here. 4 hours is not short? Well, it's 3.5. Well, 3 hours and 20 minutes because I took like 10 minutes to get here. But yeah. What am I gonna eat? I'm probably just gonna have nosh. frozen meal. It's just very convenient when I have stuff to do. And it tastes good, so I'm not like missing out on anything by having it. But yeah. Join the Discord, discord.gg/Cynthia. Maybe if I'm free later we could do a jam session or something. But yeah, join the Discord. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. Should we figure out what we're doing tomorrow first? What do you guys want to do tomorrow? Should we play a game? Should we make music? EP? Should we do a book club? Should we watch something and then like we say like watch up to here by this date, and then we talk about it on stream, and then we don't have to worry about spoilers and stuff. Does that sound fun? You like that? Movie night? We could do movie night as well. Book club? Okay, I'm gonna do some research about like what we should book club then. Let's do with Young Shot. So the thing is, my friend and I were talking about doing that with Young Sheldon. Cause we both get those same freaking shorts, and it's like might as well just like watch the actual thing. But anyways. Yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow. See you over on Discord. And yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye bye everyone. 어떠시오? Outro.